Hi, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Freestyle, where Heather cooks and we let my ADD run amok. It is so good to see you guys. We have got a fun show for you tonight. This is going to be great. We've got homemade biscuits, we've got gravy, we've got kale. Good morning and good evening and good night. Hi, Lone Star Living. How are you, man? There is sausage involved, so you know everything's going to be better. You'll see some cameos from this guy. He might do some push-ups for you. And then we've got all kinds of things happening in the kitchen. We're going to go there right now, and we're going to show you what Heather's up to. Here we go. Welcome to Friday Night Freestyle. Oh, look at that picture. That's a tree that's sad or asleep. I can't tell. But anyway, hey, Goose's Landing. How are you? How's it going, guys? Hi, Heather.
Hi.
What's up, babe? What we got cooking?
So we are making biscuits.
Biscuits.
Now, this is for the biscuit challenge.
Oh.
Because sometimes you've had biscuits that have turned out like hockey pucks. Those aren't good biscuits. So, if you struggle with making biscuits from scratch, this is the recipe for you.
This is your recipe.
So this one here, Jack, you're going to be my helper.
Come on up. Come on up.
Look, things you're been cooking.
Yes, nice.
So, this is, we are making.
Hi, Mindy Hoffman.
With Bisquick. Now, this is our homemade Bisquick mix that we made from Living on a Dime's recipe. So, but if you don't have homemade Bisquick mix, you can totally just use Bisquick. These are going to turn out a lot like Cracker Barrel's biscuits. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Very cool.
So, you need to measure out 6 cups of flour of this stuff.
Okay.
Okay? So, and then I'm going to put
And
in,
Gina, the dog, is here, wandering around looking for
Now,
scraps like a scavenger.
This recipe is like quadrupled or tripled or so, I can't remember. But I have like my printed out recipe of it that I've, done all the math for. So is it full cups? Did you do full cups? Okay, so here, let Mom do this part. You measure out the sugar. I need 3 tablespoons of sugar. Okay? All right, yeah, you have to have full cups, okay? So
All right.
3 tablespoons of sugar.
Gluten-free. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Virginia. How are you?
So this is not,
Welcome from Long Island. Hey.
not gluten-free.
This is not. Yeah. This.
Not
There,
gluten-free, so.
here's where we're going to make the gluten.
Okay, so
Boom. How many is that?
that's one. It kind of like compacted in the bottom,
Yep.
so we're gonna shake it.
What's Jack putting in?
He's putting sugar in,
How much?
3 tablespoons of sugar.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yes, Goose's Landing. All the boys are officially home.
Yes. Miles is downstairs.
I'm downstairs watching TV.
Yep. But here's Max.
3. So,
He's not much for
Sky.
words.
4,
He's not much of a talker, that one. Jack?
5,
Either is he, but he'll get there.
We'll get there.
He'll start talking.
6. So that's 6, and then we have to do 3/4 cups.
Honey, you made a big bowl of flour.
I know.
Good job.
Hooray me.
Hi, Kelly. How are
All
you?
right, so.
So we've got Amy. Hi, Amy. How are you?
This is, like I said, this recipe, I believe I've tripled this recipe for our family, so we have enough biscuits. But
Kelly.
I will, well, if you're going to do the recipe that I have, you're going to have a lot of biscuits unless you have a lot of family
Well,
members.
go ahead. That's all right. We're doing big family. Here we go.
Put this away from me, babe. Okay? All right, so,
So this has been done.
yes, this has been done. So as a kid, I remember my grandmother making biscuits. And there's something about like she had a
Do you want
wooden
this put
spoon.
away?
Yeah, that can
Jack,
go
here.
away. She
Put
had
that
a
away.
wooden spoon and she kind of made a well in there.
Oh, I should
Now,
look at this, shouldn't I?
This is buttermilk. And
What is that?
this is buttermilk.
Did you make that buttermilk?
This actually, hold on, I'll show you what I got. Because we don't ever use that buttermilk before it technically expires. So, where did it go? Oh, there it is. So I guess even though buttermilk
Cindy.
seemed like
Hi,
it's
Cindy.
already bad, it can go bad. So we got this stuff here.
Hold it up.
It's powdered buttermilk.
Ah.
And America's Test Kitchen actually recommended this.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it.
That's a great idea.
So that way I don't have buttermilk using up space in my super tiny refrigerator. So,
Extra tiny. It's
so we're
SMall.
going to put about 2 cups of milk in here. Now I've made more than 2 cups. I've made about 3. So just depending, sometimes you need a little more.
For the recipe that you're making,
Yeah, it calls for 2 cups.
okay, can they go to our website at some point after the show and get the recipe?
I'm sure they can, but it's gonna be a lot of biscuits.
That's all right.
So,
They want a lot of
you know
biscuits.
what? You can use them for breakfast sandwiches. You can, whatever.
You make backups and you can eat them all week long, folks.
All right, so what we're gonna do is I made kind of a well in here, and I'm gonna pour in. Let's see.
That's very satisfying.
Okay, so
It looks like a pool.
yeah, so I've got about 2 cups in there right now.
Okay.
And what you want with your biscuit dough is you want it to be just slightly a little bit wet.
Do they freeze well?
Yes, they do. You can actually cut them out, put them on a cookie sheet, and freeze them before
Nice.
you bake them.
Freeze them before you bake
Yep.
them?
And
What
then-
about after you bake them?
Well, after you bake them, you could probably freeze them too, but if you want them like where they have them in the grocery store, like they have Bob Evans biscuits in the grocery store, where they're frozen but they're not baked yet, and you can just slap them on a cookie sheet and bake them. I'm not sure like what temperature. you have
Goose's
to
Landing
bake them
says, sweet.
at. Okay, so now this goes by feel.
We're going by feel now?
Yeah.
So you add milk according to how it feels.
All right, so this actually, see how it's kind of crumbly a little bit? This actually needs just a little bit more milk in it.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
So you don't just throw the whole thing in there.
No. And again, this is something
It's a
like
texture thing.
watching my grandma make biscuits.
Yep.
Like I remember her, like she never had like just like she measured like flour, sugar, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But when it came to the liquid, it was always because you never know, like depending on the humidity or depending on. So this is good.
Oh, wow, cool.
So what we're gonna do?
Looks like the planet Mars when you get up close like that.
Yeah,
Like I said, ADD running
I'm
amok.
gonna add just a
Mars is
smidgen
red,
one
though.
because
Just a-
down there on the bottom,
It's still kind of dry.
it's still a little bit dry. So,
That's Heather's measurement of a smidge.
yeah. So.
It's
Alright.
okay.
And so it's funny because today I actually had somebody from, I think it was Australia or New Zealand, ask me about these biscuits. And like, she was saying that, where they are, biscuits are scones.
Mm-hmm.
What we call biscuits are scones. Which, like, when I think of scones, I actually think of kind of like a shortbread. It's like in between a biscuit and a shortbread.
Yeah.
And it's sweeter than like
Yep.
our biscuits are.
Hi, Marge.
So we're going to take this.
We're making biscuits and gravy, kale, and sausage.
And we're going
Yes,
to-
I said kale from our garden.
We're having breakfast for dinner.
We are, and I'm kind of excited because we don't get biscuits and gravy very often.
So it looks crumbly. It looks crumbly, but what we're
Hi,
gonna do
Alicia.
is we're going to kind of compact it together. Yeah, throw that in there.
You're
Yeah.
smushing it all together.
Yeah. And now you're gonna need it about 10, maybe 20 times.
Yes, Goose's Landing sausage does make everything better.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brenner sounds good tonight.
Yes, it does.
7. See how it's coming together?
Yep,
8.
she's on 8. 9. 10.
So I've got 2
Wow.
here. So now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start making it so they're kind of flaky. So,
Oh, yes, Amy, bacon is also very acceptable.
yes. So
Yes.
we're going to put all these little pieces on here. And what we're going to start doing is kind of squishing it out
Hi, Tim.
a little bit. And then we're going to fold it. So that's 11. And we're going to squish it out some more.
This is impressive. This is Heather's recipe.
11.
It's also for a lot of biscuits, so
12.
after our show, we'll get this recipe up. And this makes a lot of biscuits. Don't be afraid, folks. You can freeze them. You can keep them. They keep for a good long time, and you can microwave them for 5 seconds.
Can you get my biscuit cutter out?
Biscuit cutter. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Thanks for joining us on our live stream.
All right, so I think probably there I've got enough layers.
Is that your cutter?
That's the donut cutter. I thought I had a biscuit cutter that's a little bigger than that.
Here's teenagers if you've never seen them before.
No, I
This is
don't
what
want to
teenagers
do
look like.
biscuits.
The elusive teenager.
I'm a optimist teenager.
An optimist?
Yeah.
Like the optimist
A
that.
happy one.
Oh, okay.
So can you find it? Where's the?
Maxie, the strong silent type.
I'm the pessimist.
You're not the
Alright,
pessimist.
honey, I need you to find that because you did the dishes last night. You need to find the biscuit cutter, honey. In the
There we
wrong
go.
drawer.
In the wrong door.
Alright, so we are going to flour our rolling pin. This is my favorite rolling pin. I love this. I hate ones with ball bearings in them because I can never get it to where it's a uniform thickness. So,
Actually, we're representing Cincinnati and more Dayton. We live in Dayton, Goose's Landing.
Wearing
Which is, oh yeah, the Cincinnati shirt. I missed it on Max. You're right.
Bearcats.
Yep.
That's
Way to go, Goose's Landing. You caught it. I didn't.
Okay, so we're gonna roll these out.
Hey, by the way, if you guys like this pin, we have one up on our store.
So it gets it. It just.
Well, hello from New Mexico. How are ya?
Right. And
Where's Shar? We're glad you're with us. We're making biscuits. We're making gravy. We're making kale, and we're adding sausage to everything to make it amazing. Amy T.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, what'd you think of those cookies Heather made, huh? Man, I'll tell you what. I bit into those and thought I was in heaven.
Yeah,
Those were
really good.
amazing.
And it's not just the cookie, it's the golden syrup that's the best part.
Oh yeah, this one's addicted to the golden syrup.
So we have now. This is probably about a ½ inch thick. And so what we're gonna do is cut these out, Jack. I need you to go get my 2 biggest cast iron skillets, okay?
Here they come.
All right.
This cast iron thing is amazing.
So we're going to make sure you coat your biscuit cutter with flour, okay?
Okay,
And then we're going to just start cutting them out.
put them on up there, buddy.
Put them on up there. And if you can see in there, you can already start to see the layers.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And that makes it like super flaky and it's awesome.
All right, so this is my cast iron that we got from a very lovely gentleman that works with my husband. And
I'm her husband.
yeah, he was downsized.
If you're new to the channel,
And
I'm Kevin, and this is Heather.
This is older cast iron because if you look at the inside of it, it's almost like super slick. But if you look at this one, it's a little rougher looking. So that's newer cast iron. This one, well, neither one of them, but that one, the biscuits just slid right out of it.
Cool.
So it's been seasoned well and taken care of, and so we're gonna try to get them as close as we can to each other. And you want them touching.
I'm gonna
each
come
other.
over here.
You want them touching each other because they kind of climb up each other.
Awesome. How,
We're gonna,
that is incredible how you did that. You folded them together and it gave them
Yep.
those little. Look inside there. That's
Those
just
layers.
amazing. Yeah.
so,
Up
and when
close
you're
and
cutting
personal.
biscuits, you don't want to twist it as you're going down. You want to go straight down and then twist at the end. So if you watch me, I'm just go kind of straight down and then twist at the end because that cuts that dough at the bottom.
There is an art to it.
Yeah. So you don't want to like just squish it down or they won't raise right. And that's why having it floured is really important.
Amy T was wondering if our biscuits are more like scones or dumplings.
Our
Not
biscuits-
dumplings. Dumplings are more like squishy,
Yeah.
Dumplings are what we put in like
Soup.
chicken and dumplings.
like soup.
Um,
This biscuits are like they're like scones, only softer
and not as sweet.
and not as sweet.
So
So
it's like a combination of both.
this is definitely a bread, no doubt about it. This is definitely
These are considered quick breads. All right, so
quick bread. That's a good word
yeah,
for
this
it.
one is ready to go. So what we're gonna do now, this will be the pan that'll be the best biscuits because I haven't worked it as much. This one I'll have to keep kind of reshape the dough and keep making it because I'm not gonna waste the dough.
Heck no.
So there we go.
We got biscuits to eat.
In there, I actually wonder if we could use the smaller. The smaller pan won't be big.
That's all right. Go ahead with what your plan is. We'll just follow along. It'll be wonderful.
All right, so we're gonna take this. And kind of
These
squish
are all
it
the pieces
together.
parts,
Yeah.
right?
And just kind of knead it just a little bit. to get it back together again.
But not too hard.
Yeah, and I mean, and these, like I said, these won't raise quite as well as these will, just because they've been worked a little more.
Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, folks, we won't know the difference, will we? They still taste
They
amazing.
still eat them.
Oh man, it is amazing because I don't get to eat biscuits because we're not doing gluten either. But the kids, of course, they're not gluten free. They need plenty of gluten. And this is
So that one, I mean, it still has the layers in it.
yeah, but it also has these cool little nubbins right here too. Those are fun to eat
Yeah.
when they bake up, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I just, I have an appreciation for biscuits and gravy. I always have, and the fact when I was growing up, we did use Pillsbury.
Well, that's because your mom had to work.
Yeah.
She was a single parent.
And a lot of people use Pillsbury. I think Pillsbury rocks.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like I come from a very long line of very southern cooks, so
Yeah.
Like I said, I do have a recipe that is from scratch that I've done.
All you have to do really is just get some Pillsbury. If you don't want to do this recipe, get some Pillsbury biscuits, cook them up, get some sausage gravy, and have it go to town. And get plenty of
And
sausage.
then you have that little one that's kind of that weird. We just
That's
kinda
awesome
shape it into a biscuit shape.
Yep,
It's
that's
alright,
amazing.
guy. We'll eat you.
Well, there's still love here for you. All right.
Oh, will we eat you? Ha! That's
Okay,
not even it.
So now this next step is important,
What happens?
and I don't know why,
Okay.
but my grandma always did it.
Okay.
So you take your thumb and you push down the center, and I think it's to help it kind of spread out a little bit and grab onto the one next to it,
Yeah.
and so that way it don't puff up so much. And you push down in the center.
Now, is
Just a
that
little.
thumb freshly licked?
No, but it's
Oh.
been in flour. So.
It had been in flour.
So we're
Okay.
gonna push all those down, just to put a little indentation in it.
Okay. Well, hey, if your grandmother did it, we love her biscuits, so we're not going to question it, are we?
No.
We love
no, we're
everything
not.
about her.
No, yes, we do.
So,
I get confused because we don't eat scones with gravy. I make a savory cheese scone. Other people make pumpkin scones, and they tend to be more of an afternoon tea thing rather than to go with a meal.
now, this is a bread with a meal. So like,
Yeah.
this is what, I mean, biscuits are something like, especially down south,
Hello,
you get a lot
hello,
of biscuits.
Julie.
So we're gonna take some of the leftover buttermilk that we have
Julie
here,
from Georgia.
and we're going to coat the tops of our biscuits to help them brown.
That's cool. Hi, Tina.
No.
So this will give it a lovely like brown sheen to it,
Yeah,
and they will be very pretty,
You will be bad.
that's awesome.
very pretty.
Is that the equivalent of like a biscuit egg wash?
Yeah, I think too, because there is sugar in milk,
Mhm.
even in buttermilk, because that's what I'm using is just this leftover buttermilk. It helps it brown. So like I said, I mean, biscuit's got like 6 and 3/4 cups of the mix in it, and it only has like 3 tablespoons of sugar in it. So that, I mean, compared to the amount of like baking mix that's in it.
Goose's Landing, you're safe. Heather's cooking. She's not dealing with any of the technology,
Oh,
so
no.
you won't be putting time out unless Katie does something. Tina says we had chicken and dumplings for supper tonight.
Yeah. That's,
Oh.
so it's funny because for
What's your
our-
favorite food?
Chocolate.
Oh.
My second favorite is chicken and dumplings.
I was gonna say you live for chicken and dumplings,
All
don't
right,
you?
so we're ready to stick these in.
Oh, I should pay attention, shouldn't I? There goes my ADD running amok. Get a crane to lift those pans in
All
the.
right, so we're gonna stick those in. This is a 450 degree oven,
Imagine.
and we're gonna do these.
Virginia had to eat leftovers.
I'm gonna do these for about 15 minutes. Usually it takes 20, but I usually check them at 15.
All right. Now the timing on this, I would think, is important because you don't want them to burn.
Yeah.
And so you cannot ignore that timer when it goes off, folks, because if you do, you're going to have major problems.
All right, so now we're moving on to gravy.
Okay.
Yeah. You still need this.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
All right, Jack,
leftovers.
I
You
need-
still need this.
No, I don't. I need you to get the meat smasher for me, bud.
There's so much chaos in my house. The cat scared himself, so much he just fell off the cabinet and almost took the TV down with him. Amy T, you haven't seen chaos yet. We're about ready to clean and eat at the same time. Jack, please stop licking the spoon.
Make sure to wash your hands.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this.
Look at that. How many pounds of sausage is this, babe?
For,
Here,
that's
hold it so
three.
it doesn't move.
But 2 of those is gonna be for the sausage gravy, and then 1 of them is gonna be to go into the kale that we're gonna eat.
And as always, we recommend 4 or 5 logs of sausage just to make sure everything is real.
And now this thing is awesome. This is Katie's.
Yeah.
You can get these at the Dollar Tree though for $1, and they're great. But this is a bench scraper.
It's my
Hey,
favorite.
hold on, wait, watch this.
Mom wants to show him something. Hang on.
So all you have to do.
Get ye old trash can and
Yep.
scrape it off.
Scrape it into the trash can, and then that way you're not like scrubbing at like parts
Yeah.
of stuff.
Mindy, saying I don't like sausage is like saying I don't like to breathe. I love sausage. I'll tell you what. I would.
That's just
I know. Mindy cracks me up. Mindy's funny. All right, so Jack's smashing the sausage. I almost said hamburger.
So we're getting the sausage all smashed up. I would.
How many pounds again?
This is 3.
3 pounds.
So this is feeding our 4 kids though, and
Julie has one of those tools as well.
love it, love it. Those are awesome.
Angela McKay, how are you? Going to make those cookies differently. Looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, now that recipe, and I actually will show you. We've hidden some
Don't tell them where I've
in
hidden
the
them.
empty tea pitcher.
Those are mine, by the
Those
way.
are
For all the children that are looking around
So-
thinking that they're allowed to eat my cookies.
These,
Aw.
this is a recipe
Here, you're in the sun. Come over
I'm
here.
sorry.
I can't see you.
that
Put 'em on the
Amy
table
T-
there.
Amy T sent.
Let's talk about these cookies for just a minute because isn't there some history here?
There is, and a lady named Jillian sent me the history, and Amy actually also, and I'm going to read it to you, sent a link. So if you look in the comments of the video, she has a link to.
Let's
where-
switch places because
sorry.
the lighting's bad.
So a link
There we
to
go.
where the cookies came from, but Jillian kind of gave me a condensed version. So let me find it real quick. And I'll
Okay,
give it to you.
while she's doing that, I'm going to tell you our food is so much more fun when it has a story behind it.
Yes.
And we have such a good time doing these recipes because there's some really fun stories behind these. And so there's a story behind these cookies that Amy T sent us. Amy T, you are such a smart lady, and we got others too. So go ahead, sweetheart.
So this is from Jillian. And
Jillian.
Yeah, she said, "Hi, Goin Batty. I love your channel. I am a Kiwi living in Australia." Now, I'm not sure what that means.
You can help us out with that.
So Amy probably would know, so if you could help us out. I'm a Kiwi living in Australia, and I thought it would interest people to know the origins of these biscuits. ANZAC stands for Australia New Zealand Army Corps. These biscuits were made by wives and women's groups to send to men fighting in World War I in Europe. The ingredients used stood up to the months of shipment time to get there without going bad. So the ingredients, because they have no eggs in them, because that was something that was a little odd for me. It's like, oh, these, because most American cookies have some kind of egg in them. These don't. These are like, so for, my American friends, in the States, this is like eating the top of the apple crisp.
Oh,
Only in
it's so
cookie
good.
form, and it's so good.
Oh,
They are so good.
dang.
That golden syrup gives it like almost a caramely taste.
Uh-huh.
It's so good.
And it's awesome because you saved me a whole bag. And I'm very excited about that.
I don't know about
I
that.
I took the rest of the cookies after we had like 3 and hid them for
They
you.
were for me. Here,
Yeah,
go
but
put those
these are
back.
good. These are really, really good.
Awesome. Great. That's great. Awesome.
Hey, who's doing cookie?
Uh-huh. All right, what's next?
All right. Well, we're just working on the sausage right now.
Kale.
Mm-hmm.
Kale from our garden.
Kale from our garden. So I'm actually gonna need a bigger pan than that other one there. So we're gonna pull out the Mac Daddy pan.
Oh boy.
Mac Daddy pan!
Yes.
Wait till you see this pan. It's ridiculous. I love the fact that we're growing our own kale. That makes me so happy.
So this is my stainless steel pan. Keep going.
Teenager.
All right.
How's it going, teenager? He has a name. His name's Max.
Yeah.
He chews things. Now move.
What we're gonna
Thanks for
do
playing.
is we're actually gonna take a little bit of olive oil
Hold on.
and put it in.
She's looking for the olive oil, folks. We hid it from her again.
Mama,
Jack, how's the sausage
wait,
coming?
Look up. That one is up
There
there.
you go.
I'm pretty sure it's open.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna put some hot pepper flakes in it. Just keep smushing, Jack.
All right. And what are we making again?
We are sauteing kale on this.
Sauteing the kale.
We're gonna put just a little bit. Oh, don't touch the handle that high up, honey. It's hot.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a piece of aluminum foil. What's that about?
Yo, I don't want any aluminum foil.
Other new.
So,
Pepper flakes.
yep. And then we're going to put all of this in here because it's going to cook down and it won't be nearly this much.
My goodness. Just keep in mind, this cooks down, so you got to have a lot of kale to make this happen. And so we've added this kale together from all of our kale resources, and it is going to be so good. Oh. The whole clan isn't quite here. Miles is in our basement watching TV right now, but
Yeah.
everybody's very excited about biscuits and gravy, let me tell you. When sausage comes,
So in this bowl, there's a little bit of water from where I washed it, and I'm actually gonna pour that in there. That's gonna help steam it a little bit.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
all right.
That's awesome. Hi, Christina May. How are you? Now, there's someone on tonight's show, Angela McKay. I think we might be related. My family is part of the McKay clan from many. My grandmother was a McKay. Her maiden name was McKay. So we might be connected
Somehow.
somehow.
Okay, so we're gonna put a little salt and pepper in that,
Oh, yeah.
and then we're going to slap my giant lid on it to help it steam a little bit.
She lives in Ohio up in Wilmington.
We will later. Yeah.
Because then
Quit
we'll
touching
know
it. It's
something.
hot. That's hot. If you touch it, it's gonna burn you.
It's hot, baby. All right, so take that and
Smush it a
smush
little.
it down.
Just a little.
And just let it go. We're gonna turn it down to like maybe a medium heat.
Okay, we got 6 minutes left on the biscuits. We're burning ourselves with sausage.
All right.
What's next?
So
I don't want to burn myself anymore.
the sausage, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually drain the grease out of the sausage, but we're gonna keep it because that's what we're gonna be the base of our gravy.
Are you saying that we're going to eat the sausage grease?
You have to have a fat in order to
Tell
make
us.
gravy.
Teach us.
So
We don't know this.
Gravy is fat, flour, and a liquid.
Fat,
So,
flour, and a liquid.
Whether it is like a roux that you make with butter and flour, this one,
Yep.
you will kind of start with the roux, but the fat that we're using is actually the sausage, comes from the sausage,
Awesome.
which gives the gravy the flavor. So
Yes. I love flavor. Now look, this plus this equals yes. This. Thumbs up on this. That might be our thumbnail right there, folks. I'm not sure yet. That's awesome. So anyway, this is going to be one of our favorite meals tonight. I'm so excited. Are you moderating?
Yes. Hi, trucking it up.
Trucking it up. How's it going, man? So what do you got going on there, Mom? Oh, that's where the grease is going, isn't
I'm
it?
gonna put the grease in here so that I can oh, got a little piece of the kale sticking to the thing. So that I can save it, and then I'll just, I'll pull the meat out, put the grease back in the skillet.
Hey, trucking it up. We're making biscuits and gravy. Can't you tell? Just kidding. Here's the big vat of grease and sausage. How about that, huh? The biscuits have 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes and counting. It's like New Year's Eve, only in July. It's amazing.
We're going to turn this down. I'm going to leave my heat on because I'm going to be putting the pan right back on it.
Okay, am I messing you up? I'll keep my ADD under control. All right. Love cooking from scratch, Amy T says. When me and my husband cook together,
Hi, Glenda.
he tries teaching me the Italian word for everything. 90% of the Italian I know is all to do with food. That's good.
That's awesome.
Hi, Glenda.
All right, so
All right,
take that back over here.
we're letting that strain,
Okay.
and we're bringing it back over here. Oh wait, am I following you?
You stay there. I'll be there in just a second.
I'm gonna stay here. She'll be here in a second. Check.
So here, Jack. What I want you to do is, I want you to put a little bit of the sausage in here. And that's
Things
it.
are happening. Do you need me to stir the kale, my love?
Yes. All right. So there. Take some sausage, like a third of it, and put it in that bowl. So that
Oh, a stirring we will go.
So,
A stirring we will go.
Max, grab
Oh,
me
you
the
can
flour,
hear it
please.
beginning to sizzle.
Yeah, beginning to sizzle. So we're putting the grease back in here. Grab a spoon real quick.
Oh, I just lost a kale leaf. Oh well.
And I need this. All right. You, my man, are up in my stuff.
I'm out.
You're up in my stuff.
Okay.
All
Do
right,
your
so
thing.
Max, flour. All right, so we've got our fat there, and so we're going to sprinkle flour in it, because this is what's going to help it thicken up.
I'm so excited right now. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I think we'll do just a little
It
bit
smells
more. Okay.
amazing in here. guys.
It does
All
smell
right,
amazing
so
there.
Max, I need to take that. Okay, now quickly, we're going to start whisking it and see how it's starting to turn into a paste.
You don't want us to put it away though, right? In case you need more.
I'm not going to need any more,
Oh, okay. All right.
so
That's awesome.
let's start whisking it.
Very cool. This is awesome.
You want to whisk all the lumps out of it, and you want to let it cook until that raw flour smell is gone.
And all you can smell is delicious sausage.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell now because all I really smell is sausage, but like it'll start to like smooth out a little bit. You won't have any lumps in it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of how you know. All right, so I now need the milk.
Yes, biscuits, gravy, and kale. Can you hand me a paper towel, bud?
Oh, yes, sir.
So we're going to slowly add the milk in so it doesn't like lump up on us.
Now, keep in mind, Heather's got a lot of plates spinning at the same time. We've got kale cooking, we've got biscuits cooking, we've got sausage draining, we've got teenagers hovering over us. This is not the recommended way of cooking. She's extra talented and can pull a lot of this off.
Cook all the time.
This is how she cooks all the time. So
And
we
I'm
keep the
sweating,
vultures
too, 'cause
back.
It's hot.
Hey, give us a little space.
Hey, can somebody get me what's little bit left of the gallon of milk in the refrigerator, please?
Yep.
Because I'm going to need a little more milk.
Max.
Wait, there's some more buttermilk over here, Mom.
You don't want buttermilk in your gravy, honey. That's going to taste weird.
Here you go.
That would taste
Take the
buttermilk
lid off,
delicious.
honey.
My bad.
Okay, so we're going to dump the rest of this in here.
Oh, that looks awesome, Heather.
Yep.
Mom, do you want to add the rest of this?
Okay, I need the sausage back.
Do you want the rest of the sausage grease?
I don't need any more sausage grease. I just need that sausage. Okay.
Here you go.
All right. Now, Jack, I want you to take that other sausage and dump it in there with Daddy's stuff.
Oh, this is the third of the sausage, Mom.
Wait, what was this one?
That was the one that was supposed to go in the
Okay,
kale.
so we'll just take them a dip, and we'll put more sausage in here.
It can be figured out, no problem.
Okay, there we go.
It's hard to do this one-handed.
Yeah, it's,
I'm gonna let you do it.
all right, so we're gonna dump that. All right, Jack. You be the stirrer, okay?
Biscuits are ready.
All right.
I'm out.
Let me get my,
Everybody stand back. Stand back.
let's see.
Fold it in, Jack, like you're folding it in with a...
I'll stir it up, Mom.
No, I gotta. All right, so
Check these biscuits. Where we headed?
Max, I need you to get me
Pot holder.
a pot holder.
Pot holder.
Actually, I think they might need just a couple more minutes.
Just a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
The camera makes them look darker than they really are. They're kind of light, actually.
Do you want to need 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah. So,
Focus on the kale. Mom's got the gravy. You focus on the kale.
okay, so we're gonna give it about 4 more minutes. And we're gonna move this stuff to the sink. Sorry.
Boom. No worries. Do your thing.
All right. So we're gonna turn this down, and we're gonna give this a taste.
Yay! I'll grab a spoon. Nah. That'll work.
That'll work. We already
Need
got
salt and pepper.
You gonna get the big spoon, Dad?
Is it my turn to taste it? I have the bigger spoon.
And then just a little bit of salt.
Are you putting anything in that?
It's already got its stuff in it.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it done?
I gotta mix it.
No, I mean the kale and stuff.
Yeah, the kale is done. It can be pulled now.
So we can turn the heat off, right?
Turn the heat off.
Cool. Good job, Jack.
So, all right, sweetie, go ahead and taste this.
Okay.
Not you, sweetie. I'm talking to Dad.
Me, sweetie. Me, sweetie, not you, sweetie.
Sorry, you call a lot of people sweetie.
I got to blow on it.
Okay. Okay. All right, here. Kevin's gonna try it.
I've learned, my wife doesn't cook cold food.
No, I don't.
Thank you,
So
Linda.
when you throw it in, watch out.
Well, thank you, Glenda.
What happened with Glenda?
She just gave us a super chat.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. Gluten.
That's not for us. That's for the kids.
Mm.
So, all right.
That is amazing. Let's
So here,
switch.
you take that, and I'm going to.
That is a whole next level of awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna need this pot
Go get
release
Miles.
for,
Jack,
for.
put that back and get
No, honey,
plates.
He's fine. He's fine.
We need plates though when you're done.
Okay. We're gonna put this gravy in a bowl because I don't have enough pot holders, and we're just gonna put it in the bowl that the sausage was in. The sausage, the cooked sausage that we had. We're gonna put it in there.
Hi, JD.
So it gets the messy kitchen here.
Oh, well, bring it on. We're cooking. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't get better than this. We've got kale and sausage. We've got biscuits and gravy, and the biscuits are 36, 35, 33, 32 seconds away from being done. Every Goin Batty kid, go over here.
All right.
Stay out of mom's way until dinner's done.
Miles, take this away for me.
Thank you.
All right. So where are my pot holders?
One's underneath the
One's underneath there. No, it doesn't go in there. Just set it on top. Just.
I'm Katie.
All right.
Oh, they're ready. Oh, the biscuits.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, man.
The biscuits are done.
Check out that golden brown. Look at that. Now, you got to be careful grabbing that, guys. That's cast iron. It's heavy. So make sure you've got good pot holders.
Yeah, like this guy
Like-
here is like, I made it and it's like
Double thick?
Double thick.
You can find those on the Goin Batty store, right, babe?
Yep, I've got some of those on there.
All right, so we have in just the last 40 minutes, we've made biscuits with Thrive milk. We've made gravy with Thrive milk too. And then we've got sausage and kale, and we're almost there. I think we're just missing butter. Are we missing butter?
The butter is back there.
All right.
All
We
right,
got
so
we got pound.
Heather, you make your gravy the way my son likes it. All meat.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
okay, so
Is there even supposed to be liquid in gravy? I thought it was supposed to be all sausage.
okay.
That's just called sausage.
So if your cast iron is seasoned well,
They'll
this
come
is
right
what
up.
happens. See, they're nice and brown on the bottom. They don't stick.
They are
Because
chocolate
that's the problem that some people have with cast iron is that it's not seasoned right, and their stuff will stick to it.
And if you need to know how to season, look at that funky one that you put
Yeah,
together.
that's the little.
That's the fun one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if you need to know how to season it, there is a video on how to season your cast iron on the Goin Batty kitchen.
Back to the.
So you're gonna want to check that out on some of our.
And this, you won't have to do anything to it. You'll just have to wipe it out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all you'll have to do to it.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Biscuits look really good.
Yeah, they do.
So here we go. These were the first ones that we did.
These were these.
Yeah.
Look at the levels on that.
Yeah.
That's biscuits and.
Hot, that's hot.
Careful, Mom.
Careful.
So this guy here, the middle ones I think always are the
Oh.
biggest ones. Look how tall that is.
That's huge.
I mean, it's like the size of my thumb.
Yep.
So.
That food does look great. You're right. Old school with a modern twist.
And again, like this is my really old cast iron. I think I looked it up and checked like the markings on it, and this cast iron is close to 150 years old.
150 years old.
Yeah.
Don't make it like that anymore.
So there we go. There are our
Wow.
multi-layered biscuits
And gravy.
and gravy.
And kale and sausage. Because sausage makes everything better.
Nothing quite
Nice.
tastes as good as the color beige in my opinion.
That's right. All right, so we're going to pray real quick because we're a praying family. Then the Goin Batty kids are going to tear into this. And we're going to say goodnight to you guys so that we can enjoy our dinner. Here we go. Let me pray for us, and then we'll let everybody dig in. Is that cool? Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for the privilege it is to hang out with these amazing people. Father God, bless this food that it may nourish our bodies, including the gravy. Do the best you can with that. But Lord, thank you for the talent and gifting that you gave my wife to just make this amazing food. Bless it. Bless our family. In your son's name, amen. All right, guys.
Hold on. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
While we're making our plates, get out the strawberry preserves and the apple butter, okay? Not out of there, out of the
Why
refrigerator.
would we need apple strawberry preserves
In
and apple
case,
butter?
in case you wanted a
gravy.
biscuit that didn't have gravy on it.
Grab a plate, get some forks. Let's eat.
Alright, so I'm just gonna show you,
Yes, let's see that.
like when you open it,
Ogres have layers.
Oh, man.
how you do that way.
We're going to stay on for just a few more minutes, guys, in case you guys have any questions. Margaret, if you ever find yourself in Dayton, give us a call.
Alright, here, buddy, you want
We're going to stay on for just a few more minutes while we're getting all the...
So, if
biscuits
anybody
taken
has
care
any
of.
questions to ask me,
Do not take my plate.
I will take one biscuit for right now.
Miles is like piling up. He's like taking a whole plate full.
He has sad face now because we told him only one.
Yep. Gina, there's some kale.
Do you think we
Oh,
have
don't eat that, you'll, if it's hot, she'll throw up.
Oh, well. So be it.
Do it.
Alright, I'm gonna need to sit down for a second
Here.
because I'm hot and I'm sweaty.
Sit right over there. Give Mom her water, please.
That's not very cast iron works. My pants
Mother. Here's your water.
Look at this. This is happening right here.
Alright, so this
You
is
guys
my-
can eat in front of the...
This thing, I wanted to show you guys this. This is the mulberry jam that I made.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I had Katie write it on the lid and the date.
And it's sealed well,
Yep,
too.
and they're not allowed to touch this until the older stuff is gone.
That's
so.
right. Apple butter's got to be on first, right?
Yep, but I was sent a recipe by Baker Mom for apple butter cupcakes.
Mmm.
Yeah, so.
Awesome.
You're officially my favorite person today.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's Baker Mom, not Baker's Mom.
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying it wrong.
we are very sorry about that, Baker Mom.
So I'm going to sit down. Oh,
Okay, mix that up.
it's hot in this little
Yeah.
kitchen. That's one thing about little kitchens.
Yeah.
Is that they heat up really fast, and
That's because there's not enough room for the
you can't open the window because it's hotter outside than it is in here.
Well, and this weekend we're gonna have good weather too.
Yeah,
Very good weather. The struggle is real.
yeah.
All right, so everybody's eating. Do you guys do you mind if we grab some food?
No, I don't
No,
know.
you're not allowed to
Yeah.
grab any food. It's all mine.
You get a fork.
You guys want me to get up for you?
Why don't you
Yeah.
get Daddy his food, honey, okay?
We're a little bit out of our normal routine, so yes.
We have.
I'll answer that.
Carlene, she's here from Florida.
Huh?
Ah.
Carlene, homemade biscuits and gravy. What homemade biscuits is
I dropped you.
the only way to roll.
Sorry.
That's what Carlene says.
Rotate device back.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Wait, you were upside down. Oh no, now on the right side.
We're all right. I dropped you for just a second.
All right. Is that Dad's? Are you eating a biscuit?
Apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to.
All right.
Probably
well,
shouldn't. I'm going to.
I'm gonna take a plate and I'm gonna eat some of this.
I got a fork. Thanks, buddy.
We gave you more kale than.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'm thinking of you.
I'm telling you, I have not experienced kale like this. I mean, it's just amazing.
I wonder how it would taste if you smothered your kale in gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesecake. Max, honey, will you get me a fork, please?
It would be definitely unhealthy for
All right,
you.
I am going to have some,
What'd you ask me again?
a fork. I'm gonna have some apple butter on my biscuit. Now, and it's been so I can put
Here's
the
what
apple
it looks
butter
like, in case you're wondering.
It's
That's
great.
sausage and kale. Isn't that great?
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dog is kind of all up in everyone's stuff. So
Well,
this is my homemade apple butter that I canned last year.
mm-hmm.
So, and this is awesome.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Katie, is everything off? Did we shut the stove off and the oven off?
Yeah.
We forget that when we get in the mix of things sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Kale's on point, by the way.
No, is it?
Kale's strong.
Kale makes people strong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forget. I don't eat apple butter very often, but when this is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. I had gotten a bunch of apples from somewhere and had done this. This is kind of a fall. Katie loved it because the entire house smelled like fall. Max said it smelled like Nemo's house because my mom, whenever he thinks of my mom, he thinks of like
Cinnamon.
apple crisp and things with cinnamon in it and stuff like that. So
Virginia says, you guys still trying to diet? Giving up on the carbs is okay, but you have to do a few things. One of the things I have tried is putting a tablespoon or two in a bottle of water. Putting a tablespoon or two in a bottle of
I
water.
think she's talking about apple cider vinegar.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not against that. Hi, Life Unwired. How are you? You just missed it. Heather just made a massive spread of biscuits and gravy and sausage and kale. Yes, I said sausage and kale, and it's amazing. Here, let me.
Sorry, that was a ginormous rude bite, but I couldn't get it any smaller.
Hey, she's eating. That's all right. So check this out. Look at that. That is awesome.
My son tore up the kale leaves and he tore them kind of big, so.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all. That's kale from our garden. Yep. Allie has never had biscuits and gravy.
Really?
Really? Is there a diet issue there, or is it just by choice you're not a big fan? Interesting.
I thought Allie was from Texas.
Well, maybe she is, but maybe
maybe
they have a
Texas.
diet restriction
Well,
that she
that's
needs to pay
pretty true.
attention to. I mean, we
I
probably
might
should be
wrong
paying
there. She
attention
may not
to.
be Texas.
Hmm.
I think I'm thinking of somebody else.
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar, yeah.
Old school with a modern twist. How is the kale? I've never had kale before. I'll tell you what. Allie's in Boston.
Boston. Okay, never mind.
Old school with a modern twist. Let me tell you. Kale, when it is cooked too much, is awful. Kale, when it's cooked the way Heather just did it, off the charts, my friends. With a little bit of sausage in, a lot of sausage in it. Excuse me, a little bit of sausage. It's just amazing. What was in the kale again? Olive oil, pepper flakes, kale. Don't forget the kale, because then you can't call it kale and sausage. You just call it sausage. And then about a half a pound or a pound of sausage.
Yes.
If you really want to make it good, you'd add 3 pounds of sausage. No, I'm just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't that be sausage and kale, and not kale and sausage?
That's right. I apologize. So, guys, this is what it's like having dinner with us. Since we're live streaming tonight, the boys went downstairs to eat. 2 of the boys went downstairs to eat, and yeah, sausage and greens are delicious.
Yeah.
I like sausage and broccoli a lot too. We have sausage and broccoli a lot sometimes. Don't you think?
Yep.
But this is what dinner's like for us. We try to eat at the table together. We try to have fellowship with one another. We try to have a good time.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
And eat at the same time. It's multitasking.
it's a great way to spend time with your family. Let's see. I've never had biscuits and gravy before either, Amy T says. I need to try making your sausage gravy. Oh, you'll love it. It's so much fun. Thanks for having us over. LOL. Well,
Well, Amy is in Australia, so
mhm.
that's why she's confused with the whole biscuit thing.
Yeah.
Because
They
You
call
wouldn't-
You wouldn't put
Biscuits are
gravy on
cookies there.
scones.
no, you would not put gravy on cookies.
No.
Because what we call biscuits, they call cookies. Yeah.
we had we've had a couple of people ask us, what is it like in our house? Well, this is kind of it. I mean, we work so we can live, and we don't live to work. We work to live, and we have a lot of fun hanging out with each other and spending time together. Max was awesome today. He went over to a friend's house with me, and he helped me get some shelves for my office. It was awesome. And Katie's been a huge help to Mom all day.
Yeah, she helped me with the cookie recipe, and I organized my seeds today.
What'd you do with your seeds?
Well, I'll show them. Hold on. All right, so my seeds were in one giant Ziploc bag,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all like jumbled together. So I put in, this was Miles's portfolio from a few years back. And so I put them in here, and I have them labeled beans, cucumbers and melons, cabbage family, tomatoes, peppers, root vegetables, corn, and herbs.
They
So
couldn't
if you're
see you.
looking there,
Herbs.
Did you do family?
yeah,
Mhm.
cabbage family.
Oh, I thought you said family. I was like, you're gonna grow
We're gonna-
another one?
We're gonna
Yes.
grow another Max.
We're going to grow family.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
You
and
already
then
have.
the other ones that I have up there were from, was it the Patriot Pantry?
Yep.
And so they gave, it had a seed, it had like seed canisters in it. And so, I keep them in there because I don't have any more room in my portfolio for them anymore. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
that was our day. And we planted, I pulled up my onions in the back that weren't doing well.
Yeah.
I pulled
What do
them
you
out.
think killed those onions?
I don't think they had enough light, because the ones out here that get the most light in the front flower bed
They're doing better, huh?
are doing way better. And I just think it's too shady back there, so I planted some lettuce back there that doesn't need so much sunlight.
You know which plant that we have that looks like it's doing the best?
What?
Horseradish.
Yeah, the
Yep.
horseradish is looking awesome, and the cucumbers are looking good.
Hey, for those of you who are out there that are gardeners, can you help us with the horseradish a little bit? Because I want to harvest it, and I already know that you do not like shave or blend the horseradish in the house because it's such a strong scent. But when do you harvest the root? When do you harvest the root for horseradish? It's Life Unwired said fall after the second or third frost.
Okay,
I don't know if that makes sense to me.
that makes sense. So like in the fall, after it's frosted about 3 times, then you would harvest it.
Okay.
So we're starting to get big tomatoes now. Not Kevin, Max is super happy because now he can have tomato sandwiches. So we've got about 3 of these guys sitting on we pick them just before they're ripe because the squirrels want to eat them.
And this one particularly, this one's perfect for putting on my mom's bread. Because it's like oval
Oval
shaped, so I can cut it and eat it.
Crown. Okay, so Life Unwired saying crown the top off and replant, harvest the deep roots.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of the top off. We're gonna plant that back in for next year.
Okay.
Because this has been in all winter. I mean, we had this in the ground and it just started sprouting, right? So we have some roots to harvest. One-
So the whole one
That's enough. That's all the gravy you get.
just went out the window. He just got himself 2 more biscuits.
He snuck it, the
Have you
sneaker.
had anything green?
What?
Have you had any kale?
I didn't know we had to have kale.
You can't just have beige for dinner.
It's alright, me and Max will eat the rest.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
we'll get it.
I would like some kale
You have to
more.
have at least 1 scoop though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Why did you give him 2? Now we won't have enough for you and me.
I'm gonna eat the rest of it.
He needs to eat. So does Jack.
So
He needs something that's good. If he just eats the biscuits and gravy, he won't ever poop again.
You know, it's got sausage, so
That's funny right
technically
there.
it's healthy for you.
No.
okay, of all the things in the garden, the Japanese beetles only seem to like the basil and the horseradish leaves.
Maybe that's what was chewing on ours.
Maybe.
But you know, ours have done pretty well. The only thing that has gotten really eaten up was my tomato plants when they were really small, and only my like cherry tomato plants. They didn't really mess with the ones that were gonna be bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And the we had an issue with the basil at first, but the kale, like the cabbage moss,
Yeah.
we're just eating it completely down to like just stems.
Okay, so they're saying make sure when you grind it, do not grind it in the house.
Okay.
And how do you grind it, guys? What do we use to grind it?
Would you do it in a food processor?
Would you do it with a goat? Could you in a boat?
Would you do it
Would-
in a boat?
Would you do it with Godzilla?
yeah.
Would you do it in Japan?
Would you do it with?
Godzilla and Rodan?
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Seuss. Drop something, Kate.
Sorry.
I don't think Dr. Seuss mentioned Godzilla.
I don't think he did either.
That's my own adaptation to the classic.
Did you put anything spicy in the
Sausage?
It does have a little kick.
I put just a little bit of black pepper in it.
The sausage is naturally spicy,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, it's usually not. I mean, it's
with Godzilla for sure.
It's Aldi's sausage, so it's
So-
not usually spicy.
When we harvest the horseradish, we need to be like fully geared up and out in the backyard. Like,
Probably.
onion goggles on.
Onion goggles.
But what tool do we use to grind it with?
I would think you would just use either a blender or a food processor.
Were you going to do that with your food processor?
I don't know. Or you could maybe you could use the grating,
Okay,
like part on your box grater.
maybe.
So, I don't
Okay.
know. I think I would only grate as much as I was gonna use that day too, so.
Well, I think you need to do it. Put it in a jar and have it all summer.
Life and Wonder Wire says I'm going to do mine with a grater microplane, so I have a microplane. So,
Okay.
yeah, that would work.
Well, what if we did a whole jar of it though, for the whole season?
Yeah, but would I have?
I want horseradish on lots of things.
I would think I would have to like can it so that it would stay. I'm not sure how it would last just in the refrigerator.
We'd only do one jar.
Yeah.
And horseradish, I think horseradish lasts a long time.
Keep the root and grind it fresh. That's what he says.
Okay,
Okay.
but do it outside.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or with goggles. on.
My dog is grabbing my hand. Okay, that's funny. My dog's
Can I
grabbing
tell
my
them
hand.
about the sandwich I made the other day?
Oh yeah, for sure. This might even make a video.
Yeah. We have a
We
video.
recorded a video for this.
Yeah.
So the other day, I made this.
Speak up though so they can hear you.
The other day, I made this sandwich, and so it was Mama's bread. It had marinara on it, and I used the Thrive Life red sauce that we had. And then it has fresh basil and mozzarella. Let me tell you, this was probably the best grilled cheese sandwich I've ever had.
It was what, a caprese?
A caprese grilled cheese
Yeah.
sandwich. It was the bomb.
It was like pizza grilled cheese. It was pretty good.
The basil was fresh out of our garden too, which was
It
awesome.
was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
May I have some more kale and sausage, my love?
Yes, you may.
Awesome.
This is a key one. This is like really good.
What?
Oh,
You might go back and look up parsnips or parsimony video on making horseradish.
Okay, I haven't subscribed to them. So yeah, I'll look that up.
Let's make that face one more time, kids. I took all of your kale and sausage. I'm eating it all. That's mine. Cool.
All right, so out of that, a massive amount of baking mix and stuff like that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 biscuits left.
Yeah. Well, it's a full meal right here, right?
And
Mm-hmm.
you got teenagers. So
Fine.
okay.
You'll do 2, and then you'll get full.
Okay.
And that's all the gravy you need too. Well, if you guys are good, we're going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining us for this Friday night freestyle. We are so glad to be with you guys. Don't forget to ask any questions you want down in the comments, and we'll do our best to get to them. Thank you for supporting our channel and watching. Heather, you got anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
That's it. I guess it's just time to clean up now.
Yay.
Let's focus the camera on those two. They're going to clean up.
Dang it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. And as always,